Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. We are doing another live stream video where we cover what I did in my live streams and just kind of hang out and chat. Hope you enjoy! Okay everyone, so basically we start off where we left off in the last video. We were going on a wee little bit of an adventure. I do believe we were looking for coal, iron, new trees, you know, the works. Found some blueberries, found some pale oak trees, and gosh, I love this mob with the sun rays. I think it's so pretty. I left that in just for you guys. Anyways, so I was hungry, I grabbed some food, and I found this little hut jail something or other thing, and I was like kind of weirded out, thought something was gonna come out and kill me. Instead, I got some good loot. I got some iron, got some templates, and somehow it's already nighttime. See that bed? I should have used that bed. I don't know why I didn't use that bed. Instead, I went hunting. That was such a big mistake because I turn around, I'm getting cows, and I died. This is the first of many deaths, and because I didn't set my spawn before I left my house, I went back to spawn. Alright, there's death number 2. I don't learn my lesson, okay? This is only like my second or third stream ever at this point in time, and I couldn't figure out to set waypoints and use beds and just make multiple beds and leave them everywhere, because at least there's a chance that I'll end up back at that bed instead of spawn. I swear it's just always nighttime. I have no explanation other than that. Anyways, I'm starting to travel back home and, well, there's a skeleton, and I thought, have a heart, I don't need to stop and eat. No. So I hit the ground too hard. Oh, the logic. Ended up back at spawn. Gee, what a surprise. Travel back again. This is now my third death. For anyone that's keeping track out there of all the deaths and across my live streams, let me know what your final count is by the end of the year, because this is ridiculous. Anyways, by the time it's daytime, I find my grave. Yippee! Such a great achievement. I should have put the bed down and set my spawn. I did not. I instead went to go get more food. I had nothing to cook it on. I don't know why I thought that was a good idea. Oh no. Playing like a noob. Yeah, peep that little zombie, peep that skeleton. Guess what happens? I died. For the now 4th time. I think it's like 30 minutes or 40 minutes into this stream. I was raging out at this point. I just stayed on this screen for a good long time. I was so mad. I was considering quitting. But lo and behold, I went back to spawn and just absolutely sped run going back to my grave. This is in 10 times speed, I believe. It's either 8 or 10. I am so slow, and I am so sorry to all of you that witnessed this stream. Oh, these videos do get better, I promise. It's debatable. Anyways, I find my grave. I'm low on hearts. I did not set my spawn, but I was determined to make it back to my house. Surely, for the 5th time, I would have learned my lesson. This is painful to watch even for me months later. What the heck? Oh. Oh my gosh, it's so bad. So I end up back at main spawn once again. And I ran like no tomorrow. Was told I should make a boat many times during this live stream. which I did end up making by the end, I think. Find my stuff. I'm at 2 hearts. It's nighttime. You know the drill. Oh wow, look. She slept. Be impressed. And then she dug up the bed. Why did I dig up the bed? Look at the bees. The bees are just going in a circle. Just dee 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 dee. Oh, this is special. I don't even know what to say for myself other than, oops, I guess. I don't know. I found some sheep. I figured grab some more food for the road, because I tend to forget to grab the necessities or use the necessities. I was very proud of myself for grabbing that food. Anyways, I travel and I travel and I travel, and somehow I made it back to my house. Yeah, you see that? Right on the horizon. And it's daytime. I think we just deserve a little round of applause. This is so terrible. I mean, look at this terribly unfinished house. It's quite disgusting. I thought it looked great at the time. It still looks this way, by the way, just with a roof. So I get home and I'm just relieved to be there. I check out what I was doing because I completely forgot, and I fed the chest monster. It's a mandatory thing I do quite a few times throughout this live stream. But yeah, anyways, I'm taking in all the loot that I found and wondering what on earth I should do next. That cursed bed, I grabbed it again, and for some reason, I didn't show it on here, but I put it next to the other bed. Like a good gardener, I tended to my garden and was just so proud that I made it back. I watched the sunset and I realized I've done absolutely nothing this far in the live stream other than die and repeat. But I appreciated the sunset and the clear glass that no longer exists. I go to sleep and I'm ready for the next day. As you guys know, I like to be prepared, so I started making multiple axes and started working on the roof of my house. Newsflash, it is in fact not a real roof. This is the only part that looks like a real roof. The rest of it, I give up halfway and I cover it with slabs. Creative. Everybody's so creative. I don't even know what to do with myself at this point. But I took the painstakingly long time to make sure I used the slabs to ensure that monsters did not spawn on my roof. Because as you could tell, I have creeper problems and other creatures that really like to kill me. I went ahead and I made all of the armor out of iron that I had collected over time. And once again, I fed the chest monster. I am so painfully slow. So painful. I finally have a waystone though, so that was a benefit, and I went to sleep. The next day, I once again tended to my garden by adding to it. Thought having more crops would be beneficial one day. Once it became nighttime, I didn't want to sleep and waste the time, so I went down to the mines and fought some skeletons, found some copper, found some iron, and was just kind of enjoying not dying for once. And as you guys will see later on, I really need all that iron. I make many, many, many pickaxes. And I fought many, many creatures that are not all featured here, but I somehow survived them. It's a miracle. As I'm exploring, I realized, I'm kind of done mining, and I mine straight up and run back home. Why? I don't know. I probably didn't know my way back to my own house. And I went to sleep. I made myself a diamond sword, though. And got some more food, killed some more skeletons, risked my life. But you know what? I had iron armor, so it was okay. And The world cursed me with 2 baby zombies. This should be illegal to have 2 baby zombies facing me at the same time. Managed to get the creepers though. No more swimming pools for me. I decided that all of this was not enough adventure and I needed to go on yet another adventure. I needed sand. I needed something. I was looking for a desert because I was so upset that I hadn't found a desert previously. Newsflash, I still haven't found a desert to this day. And it has been months. Granted, I did only go in one direction, so it might not be that bad, but still. I fought the pillagers at the outpost, didn't really find much, and I ran back home like a chicken because I was almost dead again. Fed the chest monster once again, and just really didn't know what to do. I did build that boat that was highly requested of me. And the chest monster was full, so why not create more? This would later become a horrific monster. I made my famous amount of pickaxes and took a moment to look at the very pretty rainbow. This mod pack really was well made. Peep the zombie dying in the distance. Went traveling again and I found this wickedly cool tree and found more iron and coal, which the coal was desperately needed. I really didn't need that much more iron. Look at me being smart. I made a bed. We should all be very proud that I actually slept and I did mine up the bed. I found a broken portal though. Horrible loot in the chest. And I discovered that I did in fact have a pickaxe, so I'm going to grab all of the obsidian for a home portal. I did not build said home portal, but I did feed the chest monster and went on yet another adventure, which you will see here featured. Not much. I've done a little bit of the... What the heck? I do a little bit of the... I'm not ready for this. So I got my butt out of there. I knew I wasn't ready. Y'all knew I wasn't ready, so I ran for my dear life. I did find these cool stone structures though. I don't know what kind of lore would be behind these stone structures. I don't know if they're based on something real or... I don't know, the weird sunbirds made it. I don't know, but I liked it. I did find a cute little armadillo though, and between me and my followers, none of us knew how to get the scutes from them, so I moved on. And I found this weird structure, which does have its own lore, that will kill me. For the 6th time in this live stream. I thought, wow, how cool, a little mushroom civilization. How nice. How nice of it to look so pretty in the distance. So without paying attention, I jumped in the water and yeah, those are fully armored zombies and a skeleton with diamond boots. Why did I stand there? I don't know. I thought I could handle it. This was in fact a lie. Why am I not running? Why did I not think that I would die from the skeleton? I don't know, but I thought it'll be fine. I'm just hitting these zombies in the water. I won't die. I had also picked up the waystone that I had put down just on the other side. And I died. Again. For the 7th time. Realizing my mistake of picking up the waystone was indeed a tragedy. I sat there for a good second trying to figure out what on earth I was going to do. I was not close to home at this point. I was what would be considered in real life many, many miles away. Many, many, many miles away. So I cooked up some food and prepared myself for the journey ahead. It was gonna be a terrible one. popped in some more food, and thought about what else I needed for the journey. Other than my sanity, because that was long gone. I just stared at this meat cooking, wondering why I did something so incredibly stupid. I collected some trophies from earlier, because I thought that might make me feel better. It did not. There's a lot of trophies and stuff in this world. I have not paid attention to those one bit. Anyways, I learned from my viewers that I could in fact craft a saddle. I was shooketh. So I immediately crafted one and figured, once I go to sleep, I will go out there and I will find a horse and we will travel the world together. This won't be bad at all. Not at all. Definitely won't have any issues. I searched through my stuff, I grabbed the food, and honestly just didn't know what to do. Man, I missed double opening doors on my other worlds. Anyways, I looked off into the distance, and I was not ready. I was stalling, I'm not gonna lie. I opened the map and I was like, am I sure? Do I really need that stuff? Do I really need to travel that far to get my stuff back? Was it worth it? I guess it was, because there I go. Off on an adventure, much like the hobbits. I found myself a cute little donkey. We became very quick friends. Not really. Not really. It was painfully slow. Oh, everything in this entire live stream was just painfully slow. I don't even know what to tell you, but it does get better, and I do want to show you guys the painful and the not painful. It's kind of on brand for me. Anyways, we became best friends forever. This was the first animal I had tamed. And off this cute little donkey and I went. This donkey doesn't have a name. And I don't know why I'm worried about that, because you'll see here shortly. I ditched the donkey and switched to a horse, which was equally as painful trying to tame the horse as the donkey. I don't know why I thought that was a good idea either, but it was. So off I went into the woods, headed for my grave for the 6th or 7th time. Oh, that's gonna that's gonna cause problems. I'm losing track of how many times I died. I don't know, but at least I got to see some pretty scenery on the way. You know, I like that the seasons in this world have overhauled the birch trees to make them actually look pretty. Here I am again, just checking, am I really sure I'm going this far? Am I going in the right direction? Are we sure we really need that stuff? I ditched the horse and go on foot because it gets really sketchy from here on out. Lots of water, lots of cliffs, lots of being stupid, honestly. You can see I had been here before. This is a frequent death place. Oh my goodness, I'd love to say my streams get better. They just get different. Anyways, I was being stupid, walking along the edge of the cliff, thinking, yeah, this is a great idea. Let me just walk along these vines. There's definitely not a huge drop between me and the ground. I don't know. I don't know what I was doing. I don't know what I was thinking. I just gave up and dropped in the water. It somehow seemed like a better idea than traveling on land. It was a welcome surprise, however, to find this adorable little panda. And you know, maybe I am just a squirrel with a squirrel brain, but you're telling me that panda isn't absolutely adorable? I discovered that I could feed them for the first time. Like, look how cute! I could just squish its cute little cheeks. It's so cute. I don't know, I was geeking out about feeding this panda. And I thought it would just like, you know, be something that you could breed the pandas with, but then I realized it would eat in front of me. Like, you're telling me that is not the cutest thing you've ever seen? Look at that cute little thing. I say little, it's as tall as me. But it's okay. We had a moment. It was worth the journey. If not just for the panda. So we sat and watched the panda for much longer than we should have. And I did in fact feed the panda again. But the journey must go on. I found this beautiful lit up forest and figured it would be a safe place to kind of walk around at night. See how far we can travel and not have as many creatures try and kill me. It did end up working. It ended up being a safe place for the entire night. I'd love to use this kind of inspiration for my house in the future, getting all the different trees, which I have been collecting slowly over time. And as you guys know, I have used lots of glowberries in my build. I just need more of those pink plants, which are called fairy slippers. I did find this adorable crab while I was waiting for daytime and absolutely freaked out that he could climb up walls like that. And you can't see it because I don't have a face cam, but I was indeed pretending to walk like a crab while watching the crab walk like a crab. Finally, we found my grave and was immediately surrounded by creatures trying to kill me. Immediately. I mean, seriously. I'm always living on the edge, but this is pushing it. I had the smarts to actually put down a waystone and I ran home like a chicken. Taking a second to breathe, I was just so relieved I was finally home. With my stuff. At the same time. I once again fed the chest monster. And really just didn't know what to do at this point. I think I was just so relieved that I had my stuff that I just quit for the day. And you know what? This is where the video ends, thank goodness.